Immense spiritual power, unable or unwilling to use it.
All right, listen up. I've got a clue here that might just unlock everything in the finale of Agatha All Along.
You're being truthful.
And the center of it all? One witch, Jennifer Kale. Yep, Jen. The character who's still a complete mystery to us. At this point, we've been given tons of detail on almost everyone else. Agatha, Billy Kaplan, Lilia Calderu, Alice Wu. But Jen, she's barely been revealed. It's like Marvel Studios is holding her back, saving her for a final surprise. You know how it goes. The best twists always come at the end, right? Now, you don't have to just take my word for it. But trust Lilia here. She's the truth teller in all of this. In episode 7, there's a quick but crucial scene that you'll want to pay close attention to. Remember when Lilia reads the tarot during the trial in the tower? She pulls out the High Priestess's card as a sign for the path ahead. Just 5 seconds, but it might be the key to the finale. Lilia's tarot readings have been spot on so far, so there's a good chance this one's important too. It feels like Jennifer Kale is set to guide the way forward, maybe even becoming a major player on the Witch's Road. But you might be wondering, how can someone like Jen, who's basically powerless and bound by magic, be so crucial? Don't underestimate her. Marvel has kept Jennifer's story a complete mystery, saving her for one epic twist. So stick around and watch till the end, because we're diving into what could happen with Jen. We're going to look at who she really is and why she's called the Path Ahead and the High Priestess, titles that hint at something big coming. Before we get started, if you're new here, we talk all things MCU, superheroes, and of course, Agatha All Along. If you're into that, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss our next video.
Didn't think you had it in you.
All right, let's get into it. Now, don't get too attached to that initial scene where we first meet Jennifer Kale in Agatha All Along. You know, when Agatha shows up at her place. Right from the start, we've been nudged into thinking that Agatha's Coven members are all washed-up witches or failed sorceresses with minimal powers. Lilia? She's painted as an aging fortune teller, barely scraping by with $20 a reading clients. Alice Wu? Just a security guard with a messy life. And Jennifer Kale? She's shown as a magicless witch caught up in legal trouble because of her sketchy beauty products. We've really been led to believe that this coven is made up of nobodies. Except for Agatha, of course, who already has her rep as a cunning, powerful witch. But that's where the twist kicks in. As we dig deeper, we start uncovering the hidden truths about these characters. Alice Wu? Turns out she's the daughter of the famed musician and witch, Lorna Wu. Lilia? She's the witch queen of the Romani and the legendary Queen of Cups. And Rio Vidal? She's none other than Lady Death herself, the original Green Witch, a cosmic-level entity.
More the Green Witch.
These aren't just ordinary witches. They're some of the most feared and respected magical figures in Marvel's history. As for Mrs. Hart, well, she might actually be just Mrs. Hart. Unless Marvel has one last twist in store for her finale appearance, Sharon Davis may just stay the same. So what about Jen? If you're thinking she's just a powerless beauty consultant, you're way off. For the past century, sure, Jen survived as a beauty therapist, but that's only because her powers were bound, sealing away her true abilities. There's so much more to her story than what we've seen so far. There's a reason she's called the High Priestess. Created by Steve Gerber and Rich Buckler, Jennifer Kale first appeared in Adventure into Fear, issue 11 back in 1972. Originally a supporting character in tales featuring the monstrous anti-hero Ted Sallis, aka Man-Thing, she became a recurring figure in Marvel's magical and horror comics, even teaming up with heroes like the mutant group X-Force. The Kale family is a major magic dynasty in the Marvel universe, with ties to the ancient cult of Zered-Na, a sorceress from Atlantis, who was exiled after foretelling the continent's sinking. Jennifer herself began exploring witchcraft as a teenager with her father's spellbooks. And fun fact, she's related to Johnny Blaze and Danny Ketch, two modern ghostwriters. And if that's not wild enough, Jennifer Kale is actually the spitting image of Zeredna, and might even be her reincarnation. Her grandfather, Joshua, raised her as the keeper of the Tome of Zeredna and the leader of the cult in Citrusville, Florida, located in a mystical hotspot known as the Nexus of All Realities. So yeah, the title High Priestess definitely fits Jen, don't you think? In the comics, Jennifer Kale is incredibly powerful, a top-tier sorceress. Her magic is fueled by 3 sources: her own psychic strength, ambient magical energy from the universe, and extra-dimensional power by invoking mystical entities. She can cast spells, form shields, teleport, mesmerize, and so much more. Plus, she shares a psychic link with Man-Thing, which is probably still in play even though her grandfather once claimed it was severed. With all these insane abilities, Jennifer Kale isn't just a wild card for Agatha All Along's finale. She could be a game changer in the MCU's future. And if you ask me, I'd say Lilia is definitely counting on Jen to play a much bigger role in what's coming next. Trusting in Jen, that's exactly why Lilia Calderu seems ready to lay everything on the line for her coven, to the point of even sacrificing herself. And there's more to it than meets the eye. First, if you look at the team, especially with Jen in the mix, you'll see that Lilia feels she's finally found something she's been missing all this time. What we might call them 3 of Pentacles. This tarot card stands for collaboration, unity, and individuals joining forces to create something stronger together. It's like this missing puzzle piece in her life that she's been searching for. Now, with the end of her own journey near, Lilia decides to take this final step to save the Coven. But here's the thing, I don't think it's just a simple choice. Lilia likely saw something more, a prophecy or vision of how this whole journey would end. To really get what might be going on here, think back to Avengers Infinity War and that intense scene with Doctor Strange. He dives into the future, seeing over 14 million possible outcomes.
See all the possible outcomes of the company.
All for just one slim chance where the Avengers could take down Thanos. And Strange knew that to make that single path work, he'd have to play along and even let Thanos snap half the universe away. We had to wait all the way until Endgame to see Doctor Strange's vision come true. But when it did, the payoff was huge. The Avengers managed to win, undo the snap, and bring everyone back. Well, just like Doctor Strange, she can see into the future. She's got the same rare ability to peer into what's coming. So Lilia may have already foreseen the threats they'll face in the final episode. And what if the only way they all survive is if Jen makes it? Maybe by saving Jen, they not only win, but they could even have the power to reverse some of the losses they've suffered on this Witch's Road journey. Just like how the Avengers eventually undid Thanos' snap to restore the universe. Now you might wonder, why is Jen the one they're counting on? Not Agatha or Billy? Well, it comes down to Lilia's vision, which calls Jen the path ahead, and names her as the High Priestess. And if Lilia, who's known for her unwavering honesty and ability to cut through the nonsense, believes Jen is the key, we have every reason to believe she's right. Plus, if you look closely, Jen's role as the High Priestess has actually been hinted at throughout the series. Marvel's been dropping these little clues about her potential all along, so all we have to do now is sit tight, because when Jen finally steps into her full power, it's going to be epic. I mean, think about it. A seemingly ordinary character with untapped potential who's set up to surprise us all in the finale. So here's the thing. I've been putting together a video that dives into all the hints Lilia's been dropping about the upcoming finale. Trust me, there are so many predictions that really showcase just how epic Marvel Studios has planned for Agatha All Along. But today, I want to highlight one crucial prediction from Lilia, specifically about the dangers our Coven will face and who the real villain might be. As I see it, none of the Coven members are likely to turn into villains in the finale. Lilia's predictions clearly suggest that Episode 7 marked the end of their internal strife. Her sacrifice was a key moment, symbolizing her struggle to create collaboration, community, and harmony among them, which is precisely what the 3 of Pentacles tarot card represents. So what about Agatha, Jennifer, or even Billy? They probably won't become villains either. Now, Rio Vidal is an interesting case. There's a slight chance she could go that route, but given her long-standing relationship with Agatha, it seems unlikely. Plus, as Lady Death and the Green Witch, she has ties to not just death, but also creation and rebirth. So her alignment seems pretty solid. But here's where it gets juicy. I think we might see a completely new character in the finale, one who poses a serious threat to the Coven. This villain will have some serious power, so much so that even Agatha, with her restored abilities, might struggle to match them. That's why, at the end of episode 7, Lilia warns Agatha to be careful and suggests avoiding this imminent threat. It seems like the only way for them to defeat this villain is through the full collaboration of all the Coven members, working as a unified team. And hey, that's not just me saying that. It's coming straight from Lilia's predictions. I mean, who would dare question the insights of someone known as the Honest One, right? Now, remember, this is just a theory I've pieced together from all the clues scattered throughout Agatha All Along. It could be spot on, or I could totally be off base. But let's enjoy the ride as we gear up for the finale during this Halloween season in 2024. I'll keep sharing updates here on the channel because honestly, there's so much I want to talk about regarding Agatha All Along. If you've made it this far, I think we're destined to be friends. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.